Transmission.
This is Captain Shack of the Rebel Broadcasting Network, your source for the most up-to-date news and information from inside Rebel space. Tonight's top stories. Billy Irish has been elected the first governor of planet Ilium on the platform of better, faster construction of the planet's infrastructure. Governor Irish comes from the construction detachment known as Armco. His level of experience allowed him to win out against his rival John Greedo, who ran on a platform of gun control. Elusive leader of the Order of Wills, Master Pleskin warns of an approaching darkness, an echo from the past. I quote, "A threat the likes of which we have seen but have never faced." When questioned for more information, he gave little. A new batch of pilots has come out of the Blitz Academy on Hoth. Lieutenant Evan Riven, Lieutenant Jake Kilvari, Lieutenant Relic Intrum, Lieutenant Dak Sterling, and Lieutenant Danner Bradshaw are scheduled to join up with the fleet in the next week. Best of luck to you guys with your brand new headhunters. With Governor Knack winning the primary election, Dr. Tabby's final act as Honored Elder was to give herself back command of the Goat's Wrath. Dr. Boric, who has served honorably for the last 4 years, has been given command of the Ologist, currently on a deep space exploration mission of the Tigram system. With colonization of the Ilian system, the age of expansion seems to be coming to an end. Leaders from the 3 core worlds have begun the planning of a new governmental body. A sort of small senate is being planned, with each world having a number of representatives based on the local population of the planet they represent. It's in the earliest stages of planning. This effort is being spearheaded by revered Elder Knack, who has, in a surprise announcement, pulled 40% of the funding efforts away from Colonization Decree and has redirected it into the new Technological Ascendancy Initiative, pushing for better education and scientific discovery across all Alliance worlds. A bill known as the Freedom of Movement Bill has been blasted by the Xeno Suffrage Coalition and the Individual Choice Association for being a thinly veiled attempt to allow the government to forcibly resettle members of the population. The bill, which was originally being pushed by a small faction from the mining consortium, who is currently suffering a manpower shortage, attempted to promote the bill as some kind of rule of law meant to protect the population from the very thing it would allow. The motion has been thrown out as of this morning. This is Captain Shack with RBN, signing out. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Captain Shack here. Welcome back to, let me zoom out here, turn on our information, the Grand Rebel, or Alliance campaign. We did a vote. We did a vote for what should we do for our first Ascendancy perk to start figuring out what kind of people we're going to be. And the winner for the vote, it was pretty divided, but the winner was definitely the Technological Ascendancy research. So, we're going to get plus 10% to research, flat bonus across the board. Hell yeah, let's do it. But I did notice something you guys brought up. Can I not bring up that menu? Oh, I can't. There we go. I did notice I was wrong about the direct controlled systems. So originally, in like the last campaign we did, this meant how many planets you could control, but now it's sectors. It's how many sectors you can directly control. Now, this opened up some interesting things because instead of being planets, it's sectors. So sectors like this one, there are 3 planets in this sector, meaning that this one sector would give us 3 more planets that we can customize. Because like I talked about before, having direct control over the planets and being able to choose what I build instead of giving the AI control of what is managed on these worlds, you can kind of customize it a bit better. I like having direct control, but it does get a little insane when you've got huge territories. Let's go ahead and unpause this though. Let's let time continue on. Check our research. Let's see, Blockwell, you're doing point defense. We've got Dr. Mesa's doing tile blocker removal for the glaciers. That's great. And we're about to get, and I don't mean about, but we're working on getting destroyers, proper destroyers. Fantastic. Once we have point defense, that's when we are going to build our first proper ship frigates. And thank you so much to those that pointed out the auto-generate designs on the bottom here. I did not know this check mark was here. It might not have been here in the last campaign. Maybe it was. Because remember, I was playing the old version of the game in the last campaign. So I'm learning all the new stuff that's on here, and I'm enjoying it. But we really can't do anything with these frigates just yet, the Akbar class, until we get point defense. It's just not worth it, so we're gonna wait. And sadly, you can't customize it to get rid of some of the point defense to bring on like medium weapons or whatnot, so. Oh well, oh well. There was a few people saying, Shaq, you should have made the space station over Indoor, I believe it was. You should have made that one that uses the Star Wars weapon pack. The problem with that is we don't have the laser size. yet. You need like medium lasers minimum before you can build space stations that are armed with those. So that's kind of a thing. Now, what are we up to? Well, we've got our 2 scientists, Dr. Tabby, finally back where she belongs, commanding the Goat's Wrath, heading out toward the Brianna system. You're going to be scanning these 2 worlds for us because our border has pushed out so far that we've claimed these worlds. Hopefully there's something worth building on there. On the other side of the galaxy, or at least our hyperspace lanes, we've got Dr. Boric going to the Barbon system. We were talking about possibly colonizing like this world and this world. Now, as we grow in how many colonies we have, we're gonna start running into issues with research. We're already down maybe 20% on research. We could counteract that by building research stations on these planets. But you guys are kind of all over the board. Now you guys are gonna be like the Senate, basically, because we're kind of forming the Senate on what I should do next. Some people are saying invest heavily into fleet. We do have our migrant fleet has built up a bit. We've got quite a few new Z95 Headhunter pilots. Most of these, I would say the bottom 4? Everybody below Rainer, I think, is from the YouTube channel comments section and not a patron, because we didn't have any more Z95 pilots. At least not last time I looked. So that's a thing. When I build more fighters, we'll get you guys in there from the comments section. As for what we're doing, we just need to keep researching. I say we send the migrant fleet. What's the strength? 1K? Ouch. 260? Don't want to get a fight. I did read there was a little bit of tactical advice on fighters. When I have the opportunity, put shields on your fighters because shields are better than armor. And I'm guessing that's because of the regeneration that shields get, where you're constantly kind of healing yourself. Whereas on the bigger ships, you're gonna want a lot of armor so you can mitigate a lot more damage. I don't know how true that is, but I did read those comments, so I'll keep that in mind. We can't do anything with the Z95s. I mean, they are kind of bare bones fighters you can get. Now, our scientists. Do we have a tier 4 scientist? We do, and we have a job for him. Tier 4 mission, go to on the map. I could pull you back, Boric, and you can actually do this research project. What was the difficulty? Oh, it's just something where I need a tier 4. Yeah, get your ass over here and check out this trade post from this precursor civilization. I want to see what we get out of that. Excellent. One of our worlds has a power plant that's not doing anything. Do we have anybody just sitting around? Or a new population growing? Not really. And we're doing okay in power. We actually have a decent stockpile. I'm gonna use a little bit of our power and our minerals to clear out these blockers. I want to get our research going, especially on Hoth. Where's our newest? Oh, I see. Yeah, you're fine. Get that population to grow. Wait, existing pops? Does that slow down? Oh, that's food need. Okay, I was gonna say, having more people slows down how many people you have, but no, I was reading that wrong. That's just how much food that they chew through. No pun intended. Maybe a little bit. Where's our construction ship? Because we're gonna have these 2 new systems that need to be taken advantage of. You're currently building mining outposts in the north. Battlefield ruins. Dr. Tabby aboard the Goat's Wrath has made an interesting discovery on Brianna 3. Our ship sensors are detecting various sacred terrain. Scarred terrain, excuse me, sacred. Various scarred terrain and ruins across the world. It seems a massive planetary scale battle was waged here centuries ago. Untold billions must have died. Makes you wonder about the I cannot talk today. Frivolous nature of life. I'm sure I'm gonna hear about that. Scientists, we're gonna get some society research. How far does that put us on those tire blockers? Because I'd love to remove those from, what was it? Here it is. Indoor Prime is covered in 2 of them. It's actually extra food. I'll probably put farms on both of those. Let's clear out some of this swamp. We can also pick up... Do we want another mine? It's only 1 mineral. Where we could start augmenting our... I'm all about that science research right now, which means this system would be a huge benefit to us. And this world alone would be worth it just for the Betharian stone, so we can get a power plant on here. because that generates quite a bit of power, and we'll be able to remove this blocker. All right, I'm calling it now. We're gonna colonize at least one more world, and it's gonna be this one. So Hoth, spaceport, go ahead and give me a colony ship. I didn't want to expand anymore for a little bit because I wanted to build up some technology, but I really want this world. Unless you happen to have Betharian stone, because you're a larger planet. On Tiersonia, you've got 16 tiles. Much larger world. How far away is our science ship from scanning that? Oh, it's the first planet you're going to now. Excellent. Yeah, tell us what's on this planet. We may decide to colonize this one instead, and we may still encompass this. Ooh, maybe. It's kind of far away. We might push the border past it. Not quite sure.
Research complete.
Construction ship, you're almost done? I'd like to clear this out. These alien vessels out here. So we can come through here and scan this planet in the back. Might be able to sneak a science ship through there. Research is complete. We can now clear our glacial blockers, which is a huge bonus to us. Oh man, resurfacing. We'll be able to get rid of mountain ranges, or we can pick up extra food output. Energy siphon weapon. A module after a particular biological process observed in the Tycana. The energy siphon excites the energy transfer medium to targeted enemy vessel. It does a little bit of damage. 100% damage to shields. Are these worth it though? Especially in the long run. I'm thinking the blockers, because if we look at our surfaces, let's pause this for a second. If we look at our surfaces, we've got nothing on Ilium. We've got one here, and I don't think Hoth has any, does it? No, it doesn't. One blocker right now is not the biggest issue. Naval capacity, we could upgrade, but we're nowhere near really kicking this off, and we could build some more space stations to up this if we really wanted to. I'm thinking the food might be the best way to go. A flat bonus to food research? If we have the resource in our territory. See, that's the trick. If we don't have this dust in our territory. How much you want to bet this dust is on that planet with the sandworms? I'm gonna go for it. It's kind of gambling, but I'm gonna go for it and see if we get the dust and get an extra 10%. I wonder if that stacks, like if you have multiple tons coming into this stuff. We now have our point defense. We can build our first frigates. We could do research for UV lasers. I'm thinking, ooh, plasma throwers, you don't say. This ignores 60% of armor. That's not bad. Give us a proper anti-armor weapon. Though, with our new technology, having better energy stores may be better. Fusion reactors. All right, we're gonna go with fusion reactors. And energy storage capacity goes up by 1,000, so that's a nice little bonus, because I think, oh, we're nowhere near. 12,000 is our cap? I'd still rather have the fusion reactors. That way we can take off, because I know in some of our designs, we need to go in here anyways for our frigate, and we'll be able to pick up our point defense weaponry, which does do a little bit of damage. 2 to 3, but if we have at least one, maybe 2 of these in the fleet, they'll be able to absorb a little bit more power. See, look at that, minus 15%. If we drop a shield,
tile blocker cleared.
We're gonna have to, thank you, Jarvis. We're gonna have to run 2 of these fusion reactors. We get those better fusion those new reactors, we'll be looking pretty. We actually have extra shields on this. I'm gonna have to get rid of one of you and add another shield, which is gonna cost us even more to build it. Does this change maintenance cost? It does, just a little bit. Well, we'll get one of the Akbar classes online. We'll upgrade it later. I just want to have a couple bigger ships in the fleet, and it'll never hurt to have these. Let's have... It has to be Hoth. Hoth's the only one with the large enough starport to actually build these suckers, so... Oh, and you're not, because I haven't upgraded you. Well, crap. All right, we're going to go ahead and do that. If we're already researching destroyer technology, we need a tier 3 space station as soon as that thing's ready to go. What do we got? So you, let's just go ahead and deactivate you. So you stop giving us crap. You're almost there. How are other worlds doing? Everybody should have a job. You're working on it. We're clearing out some tile blockers. We're going to be able to clear, we can clear these glacials out now. Let's go ahead and put those on order. Ilium. You've kind of become an agricultural world, strangely enough. And I'm kind of okay with that. Like, I want to have a bonus in food. Increasing the speed of population growth by 18% because of the surplus. Now, many of you have said, Shaq, change your surplus so we hold more. What would be the benefit of that, though? Food stockpile, we're minimal right now. If we bounce it up to balanced, a balanced approach to stockpiling will allow us to use our food surplus towards growth while still leaving a significant reserve if the worst should happen. All right, I'll leave this one up to you guys. I actually want to know from you, do you think we should switch over to balanced instead of minimal and putting everything into growth? Because that kind of puts us at a disadvantage, especially if we go to war and we get hit in any place that generates food for us. We're only +8 right now. I think we're gonna bump up our food stockpiles on Ilium, though. We're going to get, I'm gonna move you. We built these mines, and now I'm not gonna use them. I'm gonna build a farm here. That's the way we can grow our population faster. We're gonna build another mine. I'm gonna go ahead and order that. Okay, archaeological project completed. Fantastic. We have salvaged a small Votarium digital pamphlet. It seems the missionaries at this outpost pass pamphlets like this on to visiting merchants. Most of the data is corrupt, but there are several references to the Great Lie and the shackles of virtual reality. Oh, interesting. We get +1 of their artifacts recovered, so we've got 5 more to go until we get through that big quest chain, and we get 100 to engineering. Awesome. Now, did you happen to level up while doing that? You are still at level 4, sadly. That's all right, though. We'll just send you back out to deep space. I kind of want to send you on a long-range mission. Go down here and survey a system with a planet that's colonizable. I want to see what that planet looks like. And then I think I'm going to send you into the Curian dust cloud afterwards, just so we can get sensor data on these worlds. I want to see what's out here. How is our other science ships doing? Dr. Tabby. You haven't found really a whole lot. What about this world that you scanned for me that we could potentially colonize? You should have done your initial scans on it by now. Aw, we got alien pets. It's a big world. We can clear the majority of it. This might be worth colonizing after all. No bonuses to speak of, though. But it's an open world. Interesting. If we were to colonize this, we could also clear this when we get Betharian stones. This one still wins on colonization. We also get, look at the physics research we get, or all the research. Flat bonus because this has precursor remnants on it. Solid core doesn't seem to do anything, and then we get +5 to happiness because raisins. Because flowers, that's why. Indeed. Population's about to bounce up. Ilium, are you done with that farm that I ordered you to build? You're just about done. At the moment, I'm more worried about population growth than anything else.
Construction complete.
Good, you're done. I kind of want to pull you off of this. That's a poor life choice. I'm gonna move you here as soon as this is done. Yeah, hurry up and grow. All right, we were gonna order up some new, oh, we already got that going. We can't build anything until we get our Tech 2 spaceport online over the Lynx Concordia system. So, main fleet, you're not really doing anything for us right now. That's really far away. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna send the fleet out here, and then I'm gonna send them immediately back to like the Norcom system. Head on out there, do a little scanning and a little scouting for us. That's it? That's all that sector had? Disappointing. It was a fairly populated sector too. I mean, look at all the moons. I don't know if you guys can see that on YouTube, but it has a number of them. One world with one bonus. Oh well. I guess we know where we're going. Colony ship. I have a job for you. You're gonna colonize this world. We can get an energy bonus right here. I'm gonna stick you right in the middle. Go. Now, what do we call this one? I think I'm gonna take this name from the Patreon list for one of our upcoming governors. So let's go ahead and get you dispatched. Speaking of governors, we do have a new governor on, what was it? Ilium. We've got Billy Irish has taken over leadership of Ilium. He's giving us blocker and build speed upgrades, which is perfect for us upgrading this planet. We can actually upgrade our capital here. Fantastic. Cool. We're upgrading our capital. Nice. Now, Indoor Prime does not have a governor. What are we doing on the surface right now? Clearing blockers. Do we want to pick up a new governor? What would that cost us? 50? Clearing blockers. It'll be faster and cheaper. Plus 10% to food. Hydroproduct build cost.
Construction
This is
complete.
for indoor though. I'm gonna go with yeah, let's do it. We've got a new governor. I'll assign a name to that one by the next episode, and we'll have the beginnings of our proper Senate now that we have all of our governors. Now, I wonder if this is retroactive. Did this already apply? Did I get my money back for buying these? 75. Hopefully, I did. Survey completed. Through our survey of habitable worlds, our biologists have collected a vast amount of data on alien life forms. Many of our older theories on the development of life have been disproved, and our scientific community has had to build new models from scratch. Our most interesting findings are being displayed at the newly dedicated Museum of Exobiology on Hoth. The public is enthralled, and many donations have come in to aid the continued search for strange life forms. That is a massive amount of research gained, like out of nowhere. Excellent. And that pushed us a ways. Still got a bit to go. I want to get destroyers online. I really do. All right, what do we have at this world that we could potentially... Oh, minus 25 to food. And no really interesting bonuses on it.
Anomaly found.
Not all that interesting. But speaking of the system that we're actually looking at right now, we have an anomaly. What did you find, Dr. Boric? Dr. Boric, this sun seems very bright. A full orbital scan might shed some light on this phenomena. Go ahead and do some research. Last time you found something like this, it ended up being really worthwhile. It turned into, I believe, our power generation at the Gurnath system. I spoke too soon, we haven't cleared this sector yet. All right, the migrant fleet has reached the edge of known space. We still haven't met any of our neighbors. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to expand a bit more. Maybe we'll run into, well, see who we're up against. Or possible friends. We've got the Xeno Coalition. They heard me say that, they'd flip their shit. How are you doing on scanning? You've got 2 more worlds to you're at the edge of known space. Our colony ship is just about to arrive for our 4th colony. I guess we haven't expanded that quickly. Based on what year we're at, we've only done 4 planets. Relatively small ones too. I think this will be the... No, definitely not the largest. Gonna have a lot of tile blockers to clear out. Indeed. All right. Is there any upgrades that we can do to increase our research right now? I think we're kind of maxing it out. Actually, we do have somebody just sitting here. Generating a little bit of minerals, but we're doing fine on minerals. What we need is power input, and we need research. Now, you get a society bonus on this planet, so what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna get rid of the mine that's there. Some of you may hate that, but it needs to be done. Failure? There was a 10% chance of failure. How did you fail? Oh, you make me so sad. Bork, what the hell are you doing? That's why I named it Theologist, that's where I got screwed. If there were anomalous energy readings coming from Yump, they have appeared to be gone now. Science Officer Dr. Bork reports that the archaeologist has detected nothing of the sort. That is vastly unfortunate. You make me sad. That's so depressing. You had one job. Colony ship is about to arrive at our new world. Our construction ship is doing nothing. We need to get him sent out. I want to see what they use as landing craft. In the last campaign, we had Lambda shuttles that dropped out of our Imperial colony vessels. What do we have this time? Possibly nothing.
Colonization in progress.
Possibly nothing. Or maybe I'm thinking of ground troops. Space whales. They shouldn't be a threat, right? They should just pass right by. That's where we got the energy siphon technology from researching those guys. So we didn't come in contact with anything. I don't want the fleet too far away. Try to stay away from the space whales as well. Let's go ahead and head on back to Indoor, where our closest space station is. Yeah, keep scanning, see if you find anything interesting. I mean, a little bit of energy generation down here is about it. What have you found? Whole lot of nothing. All right, construction ship. I should have a job for you. We do have a job right here. Our colony has been established. We can now pick up the extra research that's here. Let's go ahead and do it. As soon as you're done with that, are we gonna have the power for this? Ooh. That's gonna be three, let me guess. Three different research stations in orbit of these worlds. I'm gonna have to, who leveled up? Dr. Tabby has reached level 4, fantastic. I'm gonna have to find some power somewhere. That's actually relatively easy. We can just move some personnel around to one of our other power plants. Didn't I have, I think it was on Hoth, wasn't it? Can even upgrade it. Yeah, we can move some people around. Like I can pull you off of mines and stick you here. That should work just fine. You can come down here, work the mine. Now we have 10. Would like a little bit more. Hey, we can upgrade all of our food income and mines here now. We're gonna heavily invest in the world of Ilium. And we're broke. Worth it. Yes, upgrade this building. Definitely need to upgrade the food. As soon as this person is online here, we'll be looking good. How's our growth speed? 10%? If I move this person here, how much does that go up? Still 10%. Okay, never mind. I want the Unity. We keep building that up. Speaking of which, how long until we, oh God, 800, really? This slows to a crawl, doesn't it? We finished up the expansion tree. We got the technology ascendancy perk. I don't know what we're gonna go for next. We've got some time. Sweet babies, do we have some time? Those bonuses are just so strong, though. Migrant fleet, to save us some resources, why don't you go ahead and dock up at
System survey complete.
Indoor Prime. That'll save us power from maintaining the fleet. System survey complete. We'll have another power plant online shortly. Yeah, we're looking good. Theologist has finished its job. What do you got? Oh, you just came down here. I didn't order you to scan it. Oasis World. Large one, too. I have a long distance mission for you. Move here, and then come on back and start scanning these worlds.
Research complete.
Get an idea of what they've got going on. All right, we finished our research for our Patharian dust. Now, was I right? New research. We'll look in just a sec. Terraforming. Oh. Oh, this one's a tough one. Okay. Terraforming would be amazing. We'll be able to find the terraforming gases if it's in our territory, which will make terraforming go faster and be cheaper, right? No, it's just straight up cost. Terraforming would allow us to claim a few of these worlds, like, say, the one with the Jedi Temple if we wanted to. And some of these worlds are quite large that we could terraform and then colonize. But we could go for adaptive bureaucracy. This will give us extra leadership capacity. I don't think we're even getting close to the leadership level max. I paused this, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, we're 8 out of 15 right now. We're fine. We're absolutely fine. I guess the government type that we chose has a large leadership capability. Energy siphon we could go for. We're not going to do energy siphon. We could pick up research initiative. First, building in research collaboration, allowing faster research and more research options. All right, let's see what we've got going on here. What are we gonna pick? Terraforming, I think, would have the most long-term, it'd be the most long-term plan, immediate benefit for the research initiative. This doesn't actually tell you what it does. First, building in research collaboration, allowing faster research and more research options. Terraforming, long-term goals of producing a very dense, very rich empire, right? We're turning the worlds inside our territory into, well, lush, beautiful worlds that are just for us, versus immediate benefit of building this building and probably pulling in a lot of research. I'm gonna go terraforming. Yeah, I think terraforming is the way to go. This allows us to customize the empire a little bit more. If the other one pops up, we'll probably grab it, but for right now, terraforming. Now, did we pick up that new dust that I was talking about? Is there a fast way to look? Let's see. Strategic resources. Nope. Did we even identify it? No, it'd pop up on this list. We'd see it on the map somewhere. Unless I'm not seeing it, and then you guys can let me know in the comments. But no, I do not see any of that dust anywhere on the map. That's sad times. I was kind of banking on that. Go ahead and unpause it, let time continue. The system is surveyed. All scientists are either moving or scanning. You are moving. Ooh. Oh! You don't say. A level 23 world. Nope, U-turn. Survey this system. And go. I want to know. I want to know what that world has on it. Tell me the things. How goes our colonization efforts? We've got 8 months remaining on colonizing the planet. That's fine. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. Still, no contact with any other empires, and that I find worrying and a little strange. I'm going to speed up time just a little bit, because all we're doing is kind of waiting for research while we build up our income. Hoth, you, oh, your governor got promoted, didn't he? We'll wait on electing another governor for now, because I don't want to waste too much in the way of our influence. We were going to put another frontier outpost down. We never did. I got to remember that. This frontier outpost is costing us 0.5 point, and we were going to put down 2. I might want to expand to this here and take over all of the territories. Maybe even here. I don't know. We'll keep exploring. But we were going to build our first one, because we don't have enough money, Akbar-class frigates. Gonna keep building up the fleet, keep that naval capacity kind of maxed out, if possible. I want a defense fleet, just in case. So what do we got? We got an anomaly. There are signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization on this inhospitable rock. 0% chance of failure. Boric, get it done, sir. Get it done. How are our scientists doing? Tier 4, Tier 4. We still need a Tier 5 to pick up those other research jobs that we've got. What are you? Tier 5, right? Yeah, you're Tier 5 as well, and you should be Tier 5 as well.
Complete.
Okay. Construction complete. Our construction ship has finished.
System survey complete.
Building one of the research stations. You've got 3 more to build. More than that, I still have to build 1 more. I just don't have the cash for it. Or we've already given the order. We've given the order. He's working on all of them. Okay. Our
research complete.
Our first frigate is done. Let's go take a look at it. Now, I know the names are really strange. For whatever reason, it defaulted us to a Terran language, but it defaulted us to German, strangely enough. So as you see these weird fleets like pop up, that's why, and we'll keep renaming them. He's gonna be joining the main fleet though, so we don't actually have to rename him. Let's see what this ship looks like in the universe real quick before it joins up. Oh, I like that model. This is going to be our point defense frigate for the rest of the game. So, I mean, until we get something bigger at least. What do we find? Virtual Reality Center. So we talked about those pamphlets that they found at the trade outpost. Now we found a virtual reality center. Votarium engineers at some point built a massive orbital complex near Vinjim 1, dedicated to computer research. Strangely, they seem to have ignored the normally popular field of artificial intelligence to focus exclusively on virtual reality and massive computer simulations. Most of the complex has been ruined by weapons fire and micro-asteroids, but what remains is remarkable condition given the station's age. Interesting. Orbital complex, special project issued. So, virtual reality system, right? At some point, they may have made simulations of reality. Hell, what we're in right now, this universe could be, I just watched a video on this yesterday, a simulation. Are these people living in a simulation? Yes, they are. Are we living in a simulation? Possibly. Interesting. Let's go ahead and start the research. Really? We could go tier 2 point defense right now. Shield damage, minus 100% to shield. What a weird thing to have on your point defense. Extra shield damage. So why is it that the advice that I've gotten says you should use shields on fighters if point defense has a bonus to shield damage? No, it's 100% away from shield damage. It's worse against shields. Oh, now I see. I was just reading it wrong. Gravimetric sensors. We could pick up extra sensor range for the subspace array. Kind of useful here at the beginning, but not in the long term. Station-mounted gravitic sensors. These sensors have been tuned to look for any gravitational changes in space to show the presence of starships. Because of the way our empire is laid out, we're not gonna pick up any starships until they hit the border, the entrance borders to our territory. So I don't feel like that's useful. I will say, I'm gonna go with the disruptors, just so we have another option. 200% to shield damage. If we're going for a shield-heavy opponent, that could be really, really useful. So we'll go ahead and go that way. Not that we've discovered any opponents at this point. Goat's Wrath, you're not doing anything either. Why don't you... This is in our territory. Go survey that. I mean, that just makes sense. We can take advantage of that right now. Head on in there. Our colony is online, and we're finally producing some type of power. Good. We need to rename you desperately. But what does the surface look like? You don't say. Oh man, you're such a research planet.
System survey complete.
You are going to be a research planet because of the bonuses that you get. Research and power generation, it looks like this is what you're gonna be. So go ahead and pick up a research station here, and as soon as that's done, I'm gonna move the population over. You're gonna go ahead and pick up a power plant to take advantage of the extra 2 power that we're already generating there. Good. I feel like we're doing pretty good right now. We can't use the Betharian stone as of yet. I don't believe we can. We'll clear the blocker and see what we can build there.
Construction complete.
All right, we've invested in the planet enough for now. Construction ship has finished in our new sector. We have to rename that one. I'm curious what you guys are gonna say for names, but I think I'm taking that out of the Patreon, actually. That's what I said I was gonna do. So, construction ship, I know I've got more jobs for you. Oh, I'd love to pick up some more power out of these systems. We can't do that just yet. We got a little bit of research we can pick up here. Is there no power generation? Not yet, anyways. I'm gonna send you out here for research. Build a research outpost on Tiersonia. Grab that up. How have you not joined with the fleet? What in the world are you doing out here? Single frigate, you were supposed to join with the migrant fleet, which is currently all the way in Endor. Why are you down here? Join up with the fleet. Renaming you. Reinforcement fleet, move out. Go ahead and pause it.
Research complete.
Oh, we got a little bit of power. All right, U-turn. Head over here and build a mining station. Get a little bit more power coming out of it. Inthor system might be more valuable than I suspected. Research is done. Yes! We've picked up destroyer technology and our tier 3 spaceport. Interesting that minerals are now attached to spaceport research instead of the mine research. I find that really strange. What's our cap? 14,000. Consumer goods. Huh. All right, new research for you. What can we pick up? We can go straight to cruiser if we want to. I don't feel like we've got the technology to make that worthwhile. We could go mass drivers, which are ignores 15% armor and does 33 extra shield damage. Not really the technology we're going for. Afterburners could be really nice for the combat speed, allowing our ships to get closer faster. Ceramic armor is a nice flat bonus. Gonna go with the ceramic armor on this one. This wouldn't take that long to research. 2,000? What is that? Oh, 92 months. What is that, like 8 years? Yeah, that's a bit long. That's a bit long. We'll pick up the extra ceramic top. Yeah, we'll pick up the extra armor. That's the way to do it. Until we can buff up our research income, which our construction ship is working on. Ologist, what are you doing down here? I have orders for you. Move here. Move here. I want you to get your sensors on all of these worlds. We're going the long way, deep space mission, all the way around. I'm gonna see what these worlds have to offer as well. And then we'll figure out what to do with you. Dr. Boric, he's going out there. Where's our frigate? Are you gonna join the damn fleet yet? You're on your way, good. Not sure how he ended up here. Are you sent as a rally point or something? No. The migrant fleet is, though. Yeah, it said as a rally point. How strange. This marker's almost gone.
System
Inactive
survey
buildings.
complete.
Population's growing slowly. What do we want to build here for our next? We can wait. Now you've leveled up. So, this is Hoth. This is the proper
Situation
center
log
world.
updated.
What do we want to build here? Customs office. This will kick out our border range. Unnecessary. But it would also increase... None of these, really. I think I'll wait until we get maybe orbital farms or something. Encounter in Collidor. We've encountered some form of alien vessel in the Collidor system. These strange objects have been flagged as Edda aliens. All right, let's take a look at what you have discovered. Is it another alien species? Can't seem to click them. What kind of technology are they using? Oh, what are you? It's a new alien empire of some kind. I'm gonna go ahead and say investigate this because we'll get extra society research. Go ahead and do it. That, take it back to normal speed. Interesting. That is a new vessel that we've never seen before. Not saying much since we've only seen them as an alien race. Oh, that's cool. Happy to see that the AI is actually using some of the ship pack mods, so maybe they'll be our future ally. Maybe they'll be our future enemy, we don't know. This is one of their science ships. Oops, Raz isn't doing anything, and we've lost sensor contact with the alien species. I wanna send you... south, but for now, Goat's Wrath. Survey these worlds on our border. Just makes sense. And because I sent him on such a long-range expedition, as soon as you're done with those, kind of pop on over here. Oh, never mind. That's too far. Survey these. This is what I wanted. I wanted to be able to see out here. Interesting that there's no worlds to colonize out here that we could use.
Special project complete.
Communications established. After successfully translating their language, we have established communications with the Kel-Azan Republic. Diplomatic channels are now open, and all hostilities have been terminated. Well, we had no hostilities. We just saw them. They saw us. Influence gained. Nice. Excellent. Hello, strange, cool-looking dudes. Democratic Crusaders. Oh, God. There's a little part of me that just a momentary twitch when I read the word Crusaders. Democratic Crusaders believes that it is their moral imperative to spread their democratic way of life. They tend to get along well with other democracies, but are more than willing to use military force to liberate, I say in quotations, the populace of less democratic empires. I represent the Kel-Azan Republic. Our elected leader, Consul Udinik, believes of peace through strength, but do not be alarmed by our military spendings. We are impressed by your species and hope you will agree to a cultural exchange between our people. Our response, we can use a spiritual response. We're not going to do that. We're probably going to do xenophile response. Love is friendship set to music. No, we're not doing that. We wish for nothing but to be friends, Azans. We've got our first alien encounter. The news that we have encountered intelligent alien life for the first time is spreading like wildfire throughout the Rebel Alliance. Our citizens are fascinated by these beings, and the media is full of reports of speculation on their culture and society. The revelation that we are not alone in the galaxy has largely been greeted with celebration on Hoth. It's a momentous occasion. Cool. I don't know where their border is, where their homeworld might be. Oh, there they are. So they're actually quite far away from us too. This could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship. I'm actually really happy I sent the theologist so far out. Now they've got dealings with other unidentified empires. We could already form a non-aggression pact with these guys.
Transmission.
What do we got? We just met you guys. The galaxy presents enough threats without having to worry about a war between the Rebel Alliance and the Kel-Azan Republic. We suggest entering in a non-aggression pact. Oh wow, that was fast. Well, what would be the outcome of that if we were to agree? It means that we just can't go to war with them, right? Like that doesn't tell me anything other than we're offering this. Their warrior culture. Oh, cool. They have a warrior culture. They would be a strong ally to have. They believe in democracy like we do. This is the big difference between us and the former empire that our ancestors came from. Also, they have a strong military background, which would probably speak to many of our citizens who remember the empire fondly as a almost failed experiment, as our strong ancestors. So I'm going to agree to this. Let me know in the comments as a perspective of the citizenry. Our leadership has made this decision for the citizenry. How do you feel about this? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll use that in the next intro. I'm going to agree to it, though. We have a non-aggression pact. I'm also going to request a trade. I would like to share. We can trade food now? Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna trade for information. Maybe I can just buy it. Star charts. Can we buy it from you? An even trade? Not quite. Doesn't have the year thing anymore. Because it's just an instant trade. That makes sense. Why don't I give you a little bit of our energy credits are really high. I'm gonna give you a little bit of energy credits. Instant transfer. Just enough to kick you over. Oh shit, okay. We're gonna be digging into that stockpile. Just enough to kick this over. 50 energy credits. I'd like to see what you've explored thus far. Let's see if they accept the deal. Get an idea of what the universe is like. Now, because I have a deal with them, you'd think I'd be able to trade
updated
for... Oh, there's what they've explored so far. Oh, interesting. There's nobody to the south of us. This is a dead-end system to the south of us. We can zoom. Oh, no, it's not. There's an empire down there. We've encountered some form of alien life. Yeah, because of the trade deal that we did. That's really interesting. Let's go ahead and begin researching these Theta aliens because they're relatively close to our border. They have
blocker cleared.
We have not explored this region yet, but I feel like we should probably prioritize that. Really, one of these we could actually colonize? Cascadian world. I guess this would be the Cascadian world. What's the name of it?
Construction complete.
Yeah, Roy 2. Rothari 2. Faction founded. We have a new political faction. A new faction has recently been gaining traction in the internal political landscape of the Rebel Alliance, led by Governor Billy Irish. They call themselves the Church of Traditional Values. Oh. All right, we're gonna have to tie that into this. Can I rename that? Can I please rename that? Okay. They're happy. They're actually producing a little bit of influence for us. What are their values? Poius polity. Having spiritual values be reflected at all levels of government will please the Church of Traditional Values. Affect faction happiness, but I don't understand what that could possibly mean. What else do we have? Unhallowed ground. Setting foot on any tomb worlds will upset them. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I haven't seen any tomb worlds, so it's a non-issue. Psionic pursuits. Adapting the mind over matter ascension perk will please the Church. All right, so this is kind of like a group, I guess, that has come to, I wouldn't say overly value, but highly value the wills, right? They believe in the Force. I don't know if I can't rename them, sadly. It'd be cool if I could. Manage faction. Oh, I can suppress and embrace them. Which we're not going to do either of. We're trying to keep these factions out of the politics in some way. It's not going to happen because our political leaders are currently running these factions. Tabby has her own individual choice association. That totally makes sense for her. The Xeno Suffrage has Elder Knack, and then now we've got Billy Irish has got this one, Embattled Minority. Finding spiritualist beliefs to be a minority issue of Rebel Alliance will displease the Church. Well, as of now, doesn't seem to be an issue. Having at least 25% of our population be some form of spiritualist will please the Church. Yeah, I'm not going to change that, though. The people can believe whatever the hell they want at this point. Let's go ahead and
Construction complete.
Continue on. What do we got? Has finished the surface construction queue on Ilium. Fantastic. We can actually upgrade our monument. We'll go for that. And we've got a lot of food coming in, so this makes me happy. Good, good, good. So overall, where's our construction ship? We now have the power for it, but I want you to focus on research. Go over here, get some research, construction going. You keep scanning. I may prioritize these worlds farther out. Actually, finish surveying this world, and then I want you to just move out here. I want to see what's out here. Because right now, one system blockade of these aliens. We're about to find out who they are. Let's see who our neighbors are. We're getting neighborly.
Special project complete.
Communications established with the Roxodium Consensus. The Roxodium Consensus. After successfully translating their language, we have made contact. Hostilities have been terminated. Oh! Oh God, my worst nightmares. What in the world logo did you choose? You very imperial looking. Federation Builders. Federation Builders consider all sentient life to have value, and will seek to form a strong federation to protect themselves and others from expansionist empires. Really? So they are egalitarian, they are xenophiles, just like we are, and materialists. Huh. Greetings from the consensus. We're just gonna call them the consensus. First speaker, Rowan Oak, is our elected representative, but in truth, all citizens have a voice in our government. We strive to better ourselves through technology and by studying the alien cultures we encounter as we explore the galaxy. Interesting. We wish to be nothing but friends. Is our first greeting sent.
Situation log updated.
And we've encountered another alien race. So far, relatively friendly. Like, what do they think of us so far? Plus 40. They think we're spiritualist fools. All right, fair enough. Hey, we have, I won't say anymore, but look at their city looks crazy looking. I like it. Their military power is relative. They have a defensive pact with the Republic. the Kel Azan Republic to the south. Let's offer a trade deal, and let's get more information. This is the episode where we learn... That's interesting that we just met another alien race. Go ahead and pause it. Let's go ahead and information, star charts. You will trade. I'm gonna go ahead and confirm that. Show me what you've got. Also, show me these hostile fleets. What have you come in contact with? Oh, you're not an alien species. You're space squids of some kind. We can still research it. So it looks like to the south, we're gonna be okay, unless we get some border friction with them or something happens that turns us against them. It looks like it's a much better start than the last episode where we ended up right next to the Predators, if anybody remembers that. All right, guys, I'm gonna end this episode here. We have expanded our view of the universe. We've come in contact with 2 empires. We have begun building up the fleet, which I'm gonna go ahead and get them joined together right now, so they are in one fleet. Merge the fleets. I know we haven't built a lot in the way of, you know what, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna spend a little bit of our resources building up a few more on Hoth. We're gonna build our upgrade, and real fast before we end the episode, I wanna see what kind of ships designs can we have. So, we picked up the Destroyer, which means we now have the Nebulon class support ship. This is armed heavily with, oh, we still haven't picked up better lasers. I have these, but we've got tier 2s already of the other technology. We haven't picked up anything better. It's just better in every way, right? 6 and 11 versus 4, yeah, 4 and 10. Concussion missiles are nice though. We can't fit a kitchen sink on there? Not without power being a problem? Yeah, no. Not without our new, oh, there we go. Yes, we can. Kitchen sink on board. How much did that raise the price of this? Considerably. Wow. Look at that. It's not really worth it, no. So, we've got our new ship technology. We're gonna be able to build proper Nebulons. Oh, is there any other customization that we can do with this ship? Gunship stern, interceptor. Oh, and there's 3 versions of it that we can pick up. Gunship bow is gonna change the style, the picket bow, and then the pinpoint bow, which means point defense. Not gonna jump on point defense. I mean, this is where the customization comes in based on what we're fighting against. Still, very cool. Are there any other designs that we picked up with that? We only have 1 fighter still, right? Yeah, the Z95. The Destroyer class, we just picked up the Destroyer class. Still, 3 different designs we can choose from. Let me know in the comments below. Tactical advice from my admirals. What do you think we should go with for our first couple of builds? These are gonna be relatively expensive. We're talking about 300 minerals. That means we're only gonna be able to build maybe 2 of them if we don't spend this money on anything else. I definitely wanna get some of these in the fleet. Question is, what do we build? Right, pinpoint, picket, gunship. What do we focus on? And then, what AI do we use to go with it? In other words, what do they do when the fight starts? Do they rush in, head forward? Do they try to broadside? Do they lean back at max range and shell them? Yeah, what do we do with them in the fleet's formation? I'm curious what your guys' advice is. I'll be looking forward to it. Here's what I suggest. At the beginning of your comment, tell me what your position is. So put the comment in like brackets at the beginning that says like Admiral or maybe a government official, like a senator, something like that. So I have a quick understanding of who you are and who you are talking to the government. So I know exactly what kind of advice that I'm getting right away. So I can use it at the beginning of the episodes because I really enjoy taking stuff out of the comments and putting them at the beginning. All right, guys, I will see you in the next episode. Things are getting more interesting now. Later, everybody.